What's up, J family? Back again with some more reaction videos for y'all. Hope you're having a great and blessed day. Let's get to this video. Let's talk about relationship advice. Man, about some videos. I think this could be. I don't know. Let's get to some relationship advice. See what advice people have. 'Cause I feel like relationships are a very key topic these days. But then again, not many people know how to handle relationships. So, kind of want to see what everybody else's thoughts are. No, I'm gonna bring my own. So let's get into it. This was trending. That's what love is all about. Do you know what Lord Krishna says about I actually very much like that. Express before it's late. I feel like that's huge. Cause a lot of people be in love or have like very big feelings for somebody else, but they don't express it. And then when it's too late, either something tragic happens or they go apart, someone leaves, like, and you don't share that. I feel like a lot of regret, a lot of like pain comes with that. Because if you have the worst thing to have is unspoken words. That is really the worst thing to have. Because if you have unspoken words, that sits with you, like that weighs on you, thing that ultimately can kill you. Because that stuff is heavy. If it's heavy, it's burdensome. You don't want no unspoken words. Love before it's gone, yeah. Because you can't get that back. Like you really can't get that back. It's funny how I be like looking at videos for like, or my wife looked at videos for like people who are very successful, and I know I have that just be popping up, and I think majority of them that are very successful had achieved a lot said they would trade all of that in for more time with their families, their loved ones. Like that would be their main focus in building like their business, making more money and stuff. I feel like that's honestly interesting. So I feel like that's huge of like love before it's gone, feel before it ends, because you can prioritize all these other things, but when you have love, you have family, you have relationships, and you don't prioritize those things, and you prioritize the other stuff, materialistic stuff, man, you can never get that time back. You can never get that time back. And that's like the worst, because you can't go back. Like you can't. And hold before it leaves. That's a big one too. I feel like some situations I've been in some conversations where people have something good, but it's like they're so afraid of it, like what comes with it, they don't even attempt to hold on to it. They just like do whatever they can to just basically sabotage it, because they're afraid of getting hurt, they're afraid of the pain, they're afraid of honestly the possibility of it turning out good, and they're so focused on it turning out bad that they miss out on it and they let it go, don't even try to attempt it. I'm like, bro, that's even worse too, because you never want to do that. Because again, you can have your person, you can be with your person, and if you don't understand that and realize holding on to that relationship, that person can really benefit you, but instead you're afraid of the possibility of it not going well, instead of just taking the risk, walking in faith that it could go right, and you let that fear dictate your choices, you again regret will take over. See what else I got. Fellas, pay close attention. Let's see what they got. I like this guy.
What is the worst relationship advice you've ever heard or received?
Find someone who loves you more than you love them.
Oh, yeah.
Find someone who loves you more than you love them. Yeah, I think that is horrible. advice. I thought that's horrible advice. Main reason I think that's horrible advice is because if someone's loving you to the fullest extent, but you're not loving them to that same extent, then you're wasting their time.
Okay, great.
That's
Good answer. All right, question number 2. What's the best relationship advice you've ever heard, received, or given?
Make a list of the things that are truly important for you to find in a partner, and then be that list.
I like that. I like that a lot. Write down what you find. Write down a list of what you find in a partner and be that list. Dang. I like that. I like it. It reminds me of like, kind of you reap what you sow. Like, and like, the, what is it? Of attraction. Like if you, which is so simple, but it's also crazy. Because like if you want a partner that's good at finances or loves to travel, loves to play sports, loves to exercise, loves to cook, whatever it might be, and you look for that in a partner, but you yourself don't look for that or like act accordingly to those things, because it's easier to attract something that you already are indulging in, that you already know about too, and like can speak on. So it's like you know what to look for. Like if I never played sports in my life, I want someone that loves sports, but I never even touched it or thought about it or did it for myself. It's like I'm gonna find somebody who does it, and that could be on my list, but because they do it and I don't, it's not gonna make it any easier for us to click, to bond, because it's like, oh, I'm not used to it. So I'm basically making them get me out. I'm basically checking off a list that I can't even hold for myself. Kind of makes no sense. It's like I'm asking you to do, it's like I want you to do this, but I'm not gonna do it for myself. So yeah, I think it's horrible, to be honest. I don't think that helps a relationship at all. I feel like that breaks it, because you're bringing nothing. It's like they're bringing something, but you're not bringing nothing. You just want them to bring it for I don't know what reason, but it's easier and it makes more sense and wiser to seek something that you can do for yourself, that you can do without that person. So if that person brings it, it's just an addition. That's what it should be. Like, it should be I feel like a give and take when it comes to relationships. And if they're doing most of the giving and you're just taking, then that's wasted. You're definitely wasting their time. So I like that, and I definitely, that's crazy. Have someone love you more than you love them. I thought that's crazy. That's bonkers. That's crazy. That's literally wasting someone's time so you can get their love. Like that's really messed up, actually. What else I got? I like these though. Let's see what's some toxicity.
You can't lose yourself in a relationship because you're going to miss you. At one point in time, you're gonna go, wow, what happened to me? Sometimes you just need to be by yourself to collect your thoughts. It's an overwhelming thing, especially if the other person is making you feel responsible for their happiness. That's a toxic relationship if you have to be responsible for somebody else's happiness. You can't lose.
That is very true. I hear this from a lot of married people too, of like, not just married people, there's been a lot of sermons and a lot of like people in relationships, but mainly married people. It's like, understand you can't make the other person happy. You are not the source of your partner's happiness, and you have to like stand on that and understand that you cannot make anybody happy, even if it's your partner. You cannot be the source of their happiness. If you are the source of their happiness, you got to reevaluate the relationship. I think that's so huge. One, God should be the source of your happiness. Also, if I can't even make myself happy, and I try to, but I can't, not all the time, how the heck can I make someone else happy? Like, I'm still trying to like find out ways that makes me happy and build on that for myself. So how can I can't be responsible for someone else's. Like, that's something that person has to find. And I feel like nowadays there probably is that what is that focus on, like, you need to make me happy or make me feel good, maybe do all the things that I should be doing for myself, I want you to do for me. It might be, I feel there's a lot of that going around. There's a lot less serving and a lot less, to be honest, love involved in that, to me. Because I do feel as nowadays there are more toxic relationships just because it's more built on what can you do for me, and yeah, how can you please me, but not the other way around. I know this is a big thing, like, what do you bring to the table, and to a point it makes sense, and to a point it is good to think about those things, because when you become one, definitely marriage, you become one, you are one with that person. Whatever you bring and whatever they bring is now both of y'all's together. So it's actually very important to understand at least your side, who you are, what you are bringing to serve this person, and for them, the other person to understand who they are and what they're bringing to serve you, because it is serving each other. But if you can't do that, you will never work. Relationship will never work, because it's very selfless. To be in a long-lasting relationship that lasts for years and years till you die is very selfless. You have to be selfless, and we are in a selfish type of time where everything's about me, what I want, my happiness, my pleasure, me, all this self stuff. And it loses focus on what the importance of a relationship is, because it really should be giving. And you should find joy in giving and serving. But then again, it also should be reciprocated back to you. It should be. But even if it's not, I think that's that still point of understanding yourself, to knowing what you're worth as well. But you should know that before you get into that relationship. So you should see those things before you even commit to something so serious. So I like this. I like that a lot. Let's do one more. What they got? These is used though. Like, relationships are. It's an interesting time for relationships. The best relationship advice, I don't know. Let's see what you got there, brother.
Women think that if I do it more for him, listen, like that, if I pick up his kids, if I give him as much sex as he wants, if I turn him out, if I show him I'm that ride or die chick, I'm that chick, right? Then the more I do, they think that I'm going to get his affection. But that ain't how men operate. And y'all can tell me this, watch this. A man doesn't commit to the woman for what she does for him. He commits to her based on who she is to him. Now watch this. If I look at that same woman, and I look at a woman who nurtures me, empowers me, helps me to grow, supports me, all of a sudden, the way I look at her brand becomes different. So I put her in a different category. Women.
Facts. Big facts. Big facts. I think that's why it's huge when these have these conversations of like, it's usually men against women, be like, what does a woman bring to the table? And usually the woman's response is, I can cook, I can clean, I can all this, and it's like, to be honest, we really don't care, because you can cook, you can clean, all this house stuff, which is really bull. Because a real man wants to know, how do you support me? How do you help me achieve my goals, my dreams? How do you keep me accountable? How do you build me up mentally? How do you build me up spiritually? How do you build me up physically? How do you make sure I am staying on top of myself that's going to lead me to my potential? And a real man not only wants that, but also gives that to his woman. Doesn't just take it for himself and just goes with it and allows a woman just to be his hype man forever. No, a real man usually reciprocates that, but then also gives it back to his woman so she can reach those same heights. Again, it's like give and take, but it's like that's I know for me, that's how I think. Like every time I picture marriage relationships, I think of to that level. That's that spiritual level of like, how can you feed me to get me to who I'm supposed to be, and how can I feed you to get to where you're supposed to be, and how can we build on that instead of just focusing so much on the stuff that don't matter, because it doesn't matter. Like that's the stuff I feel like people gotta get that into when it comes to relationships. It's like what is really important, you know? Like what is important? What is going to allow us to sustain our relationship, you know? So, and like actually be a long lasting relationship, not not one that just comes and goes and then you're just waiting on the next person, you know? So it's like, it really is important. It really is important. I like these videos though. But that's it for me. I like these videos. I think they really, I wanted to shed light on just relationships and general like relationship advice, because I feel like that's something missing. Like, I'm happy. I feel like a lot of people are talking about it, but it doesn't get that much recognition. And maybe it does. I don't know. But hopefully this helps somebody if they're in a relationship. If y'all want to talk any further, put in the comment section. I'll let to answer any questions. If y'all like me to continue with this stuff, then please let me know if y'all like it. But other than that, hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Hit the bell. Be part of Post Notification family so you know when I upload. Hit that subscribe button. Join the J family. And I'm out. Love, peace, and blessings to you all, J family. Peace. Skirt.